We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. They'll swing this out to Marks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here goes Stroud again. That's caught again by Schultz. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Texans.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And it'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Stroud going to give the Marks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the second.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fights through and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This a 2nd and 8. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Herbert off of play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stroud to throw it. That'll be complete to Marks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
1-yard gain.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
Stroud working out of the gun.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Throwing now is Stroud.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Lad McConkey deep for the Chargers.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Hampton.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the option right, Herbert. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 10.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Cameron Dicker to kick
So
off
after the
for
touchdown,
Chargers.
here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32
Houston set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From out of the gun, here's Marks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Herbert. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
That's an
10.
excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
13 yards on
13 yards on his first catch. Hits a 1st down as well.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Stroud.
This pass complete to Higgins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Now Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Option right, here's Stroud.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Houston.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Marks. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
C.J. Stroud
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Down the left sideline.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here, Herbert. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Texans.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, And you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, third time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Chargers offense back onto the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here goes Stroud again. Open man is Higgins. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Stroud to throw it. Open man is Collins. He's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Operating from the gun, Stroud, and he'll just get rid of it.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw, Stroud, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
Dalton Schultz, as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hampton.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Henry To'o there on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up a third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll run here with Haskins.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Hassan Haskins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are back within a score.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12.
41-yard gain.
A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers, 21.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Stroud to throw it.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
1st down. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And 3rd and 1 now.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. They juked him. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Chargers first
Man,
down.
these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score.
That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Texans.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted
to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
The Texans first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take a red. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact, well of time there. And now 4th down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
At the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Haskins trying to pick it up. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he rips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's Patterson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. There's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Zone read, a give to Hampton. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Trey Harris there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a 4th-quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stroud looking to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run forward Marks.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. A run once more with Hampton.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the handoff, it's Hampton. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to Hampton on 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Hampton.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.